What are you doing?
What do you think I'm?
Next year, I will be attending.
Frequency vibrations. Well, you know that little dance he does? He came out doing that.
Freaking vibrant.
Oh.
And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the UCLA Bruins taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Now look at UCLA's starting line. Free out there with Fresh. Then there's Campbell, and it's Robertson at the 5, roaming the paint.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And so here's Kansas. After the Bruins picking up a basket just moments ago.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
Here's Hill. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Top of the key, Terry. Lee kicks to Hill. The dish to Oubre. UCLA grabs the miss.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And there's the pass to Campbell. There's the pick. Free passes to Fresh. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Lee dishes to Oubre. On the left block. And the Jayhawks again can't hit. Oubre has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Campbell the pass to Free. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Here's Fresh. Over to the wing. Tries a three, and the basket by Free. Free's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Both teams will make substitutions.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Kenyon Frazier. Morris kicks to Starks. Back to Morris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is.
Kansas also making some changes. Gaines is checked in, and it's Hill in for Williams. Then for the Bruins, Looney comes in for Thomas. And Fresh subbed in for Starks. Hill in at point guard. Also Duncan out there, and it's Dedmon in at the 4 spot. And for the Bruins, they've got Fresh. Johnson is out there with Looney. And it's Morris in at the small forward. Tries it from 19. Calderon pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the basket by Hill.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Porter's checked in for UCLA. Shot from the inbound. That's into the Jayhawks' lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Barton.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Jayhawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Hill.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Barton. He's guarded by Hill. Jumps up, throws. Down the breakaway jam.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Kansas leads by 10. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the 2 teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. This play in the second half of this game, critical.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, Hill in at shooting guard, and it's Oubre in at the 3 slot.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
Roberts, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Oubre dishes to Hill. The Bruins making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Outside Hill. Screen by Lee. Hill passes to Duncan. Right side, Lee. Duncan kicks to Hill. They set the screen. Clock at 6. From 11 feet away. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And Kansas leads by 7. Well, on the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial right, which was why he wasn't first overall. But if you add him to the list, that would make 3 total Jayhawks taken #1, Greg.
Yeah, along with Danny Manning and also Andrew Wiggins being the overall #1 selection. I mean, the Jayhawks have had a ton of talent, though, in the lottery over the course of their history. This school has produced just tremendous talent year in and year out.
Like Paul Pierce. So on the floor for UCLA, we've got Free, and it's Robertson at the 5 down low.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jayhawks. Terry's checked in, and Oubre subbed in for Duncan. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Roberts passes to Free. Here's Fresh. Here's Campbell. Drills the three-pointer.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Jayhawks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
We've got 1:13 left in the second half. Passes it to Fresh. Here's Looney, covered by Lee. Pass to Campbell. Here's Free. Shot from the low block. And the shot is long.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Jayhawks.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Hill. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Roberts passes to Campbell. And another miss by UCLA. Lee dishes to Hill. From deep. Gets it to fall.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.